put it. All right, you live? Oh, got me spit my gum on and everything. Anyways, thank y'all for tuning into another episode of the Hoodie and the Headband podcast show. Special WNBA Finals recap edition. Oh man, it's your boy B. Back with another episode of the Hoodie Headband podcast show. The show for the ones that want to grow the game because they know the game. I'm joined with my brother
Tariq.
Start of a new week for real. End of a another WNBA season, another stellar WNBA season, I might add. How you feeling? Your silence is very loud at the moment. Your silence speaks volumes.
Doing better than I was doing last night. Let's put it that way.
So stupid. Last night. Oh, forget you're a Lynx fan now.
That's not even it.
No. Okay. Well, we'll get into why. But let me throw this over real quick. Oh,
I'm a fan of good basketball. And there's a team that played fantastic basketball all season, phenomenal basketball all season. Put themselves in a position to win a championship, and we'll talk about that later. But all in all, I'm doing good. I'm still alive, still here, being able to do what I love to do. So can't complain too much. How about you, bro?
man, I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. My Yankees are in the World Series. I know this is unrelated to the topic, but um, I'm doing. That's part of the reason why I'm doing good, though. I'm good. My people in New York, they're good because Liberty won the title last night. Um, but I mean, hey, it's a good day. It's been a good weekend for New York, unless you live in Queens. Um, so yeah. Shout out to the Liberty. Congratulations to the Liberty. Shout out to the Yankees. Got a tough World Series ahead of us against a cool LA Dodgers squad. I ain't gonna call them nice, but they cool. They cool. So
Shit, we'll see.
we'll see. We'll definitely see. I love that we have this series. It's like New York, LA, battle of
Shit, I
like
love me some Cali. So
battle of like the two famous baseball teams or two of the more famous baseball teams.
okay, don't do that.
Well, I'm not saying the only two,
It sounds like you were saying the two most.
but I mean they're probably two of the most. Like if we're
Yeah,
really
two
want
of the most. The Red Sox in there too, though.
okay, that's cute. We're not
That's a
about to do this.
fact.
We're not about to do this, but they alright. They cool. But yeah, damn, that means I gotta stop listening to Cali artists for the time period for the time being.
Oh my god,
I'm being for real, bro. No Kendrick Lamar. No,
bro! Watch 6 Yankee games
no,
all season.
no. That's enough.
It's not
Yeah, it is.
for you to act like you that big of a fan to stop listening to
Bro,
Cali
no,
rappers
bro.
for a
I'm
week,
not
bro.
listening to no Cali rappers, dog. No Vince Staples. Even though he rocked with the Yankees. No Vince Staples. No Tyler. Oh dang, Tyler the Creator dropping this album during this period. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait and listen to that. Um, no
It's
Kendrick.
never that
No
deep, gang.
Schoolboy Q.
It's not that deep.
No, it's that deep.
Where's old dude from? The one
Who
that you
that?
always listen to.
Late June. But see, he in San Francisco. He in San
That's
Francisco.
Cali.
He in San Francisco.
That's Cali.
He a
You said
Giants
Cali.
guy.
You didn't say LA.
He's a
You said
Giants guy.
Cali.
All right.
You didn't say LA. You
All
said
right. Well,
Cali.
L.A.
Oh, now you switching it up.
L.A.
You said Cali. I'm going back to Cali. Hey, how you going? Nah,
Cause that's Biggie.
no, but it's about Cali.
Okay, but it's a Biggie song, and we
But it's
are going to Cali at some point of this series, aren't we not?
yeah to get swept.
No. Anyways, man, shout out to my Yankees.
Shout out to
BX,
Shohei.
BX all day.
Mookie gonna do it again
Man, shout out to John Carlos Stanton doing this thing.
for now.
Playoff legend.
He look, y'all. I ain't see y'all playing the cold yet, bro.
You ain't see Aaron Judge wear a turtleneck this whole playoff run.
That ain't
Come
cold.
on.
That
I
ain't
see y'all
cold.
playing the cold. Yeah. I like New York ain't one of the coldest places in this country.
Which is why y'all be losing.
Oh my gosh.
It get cold. The bats get cold.
Yeah, all right, bro. Anyways, bro, back to the topic, back to the point, back to the subject, because we can talk about this all day, knowing us. Congratulations are in order for the New York Liberty as they celebrate their first ever WNBA championship. I had to get um some energy behind my voice there because that's not a small feat. Um, they're one of the original franchises in the W. Last of the original franchises in the W to finally get a ring after 28 years. Um, what else or who else? Um, team went through a lot to get to this point. Starting with James Dolan letting him go, playing in Westchester in a small arena, getting bought by the Side family, Side bringing them to the Barclays, giving them the resources, getting them access to charter flights first, almost losing the team. Um, and then bringing in the piece that they brought in, drafting Sabrina Ionescu, trading for Benai Delaney Hamilton, um, bringing in Sloot, trading for John Quell, bringing in Stewie. Caleb Thornton was an important piece of this roster. Leonie Fibich, their rookie this year, important piece of this roster. Naira Sabli, another player that they drafted, came through, had some big moments in this game to clinch the title. Um, not the greatest performances by some of those folks, but same time, they got it done. Got it done in overtime. Not necessarily always got to be a pretty execution to complete the mission, but the mission got complete. Job's finished. Tariq, you looking over look a little displeased over there by the results of last night. You care to expound on the topic or expound on how you feel about the New York Liberty reigning as champs?
I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, you know how I feel about the game. So, um, look, congratulations to Liberty. Um, again, to reiterate a little bit of what he said and expand on it. You know, the size they bought the team, put the right put the right things in place in terms of facilities and things like that, putting charter flights and things. Which we all said, like we both said, like I don't care, like that shouldn't have been something that they got penalized for. If they're willing to pay it, if they're willing to do it, they should be able to do it. Now it's a league wide thing, so it's not a huge issue. But um, they went out, pursued Stewie, pursued John Quell, pursued Courtney Vandersloot, put the roster together last year, didn't get the job done, came back, weren't complacent. Um, like he mentioned, we got Leonie Fibich, which I don't know if they win the championship without her on the team. Um, Nyara Sabali, huge game. She turned into damn Tina Thompson, Lisa Leslie, and any fucking game 5 was like a Grant Williams game. Like I've never seen it. Like it's crazy. Like I've watched her play since Oregon. Like
Oh man,
never seen it. Like ton of talent, ton of potential. It's just like
never seen it.
I'm just saying. Like not saying that it's not possible. Like I was like shell shocked. It's just like okay, that
Yeah,
that's that's what's gonna send. That's what's gonna end your season. Is Stewie and Sabrina combined for 5 for 34, and Nara Sabali is like the reason that you lost. Like if she came out and did what she typically does in a game, they lose. She came in and got what 11, 13 points. Like
I want to say it was 11. Let's look it up because
it
we
was
got
11 at one point. I
access
don't know
to
if
the
she scored
sources.
again after that. I got the stats right here. She had 13 points, 13.7 rebounds, a steal, a block. She's a +4.
13, 7, 2 steals.
Only had 3 fouls.
And I looked
Crazy
up the
since
wrong
considering she
stat
should have
line.
fouled
Yeah,
out.
13, 7, a steal and a block. Crazy.
Yeah, 3 fouls considering she should have fouled
71%
out.
from
It's
the
crazy.
71% from the field.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they did what they were supposed to do. They played a big lineup which they hadn't played all season.
Mm-hmm.
Playing Nyara, Jonquel, Stewie, Kayla Thor, and Phoebus all at the same time, going to a defensive lineup since um, they weren't really scoring well, and they could realize what kind of game it was going to be with both teams struggling.
True.
Um, I mean, there was even a moment where Stewie wasn't even on the court, and Naira Sabli was in the game. It was just yeah. But all that being said, that game should have been over in regulation.
In regulation, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The way this series went, some of the games just wasn't the best. Just wasn't the best. I mean, I could say the game same. I could say the same for this game and game four. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying.
Was there
There's
a
some
clear foul called or a clear non-foul called and then reviewed and then still called a foul
in what last night game?
in game 4?
Oh, in game four. Game four came down to that
Bridget
box
Carlton
out.
offensive rebound that where they fouled her
Yeah, that box out, right?
and she made the free throws, which you're
Yeah,
supposed to do. She
yeah,
made her fucking free throws. If
yeah.
Stewie made her free throws, if Stewie made her free throws, they would not have called that foul. Tell me this: do you think it was a foul?
Not really. I scratched my head on it. I scratched my head on it.
It's not
Like,
even the fact that they called it a foul in real time. It's the fact that they went back and reviewed it,
yeah,
looked for minutes on end, and then
yeah.
said she wasn't in legal guarding position. The reason she wasn't in legal guarding position because Stewie ran into her and then flopped. That is exactly what she did. That is exactly what her
Oh,
coach
you
told
talking
her
about
to do.
game five foul?
Yes, I'm talking about game 5.
Okay,
You
last
said
night.
you didn't think Bridget Carlton got fouled?
I'm starting to confuse the fouls here. See, it's
I'm
just
talking
I don't
about
know.
game 5. I'm
Both
when
game four
Stewie
and
missed
game
both
five
free
came down
throws.
to a controversial call no call situation, right? Which ultimately game got decided by free throws. Which in this game as well, game five got decided by free throws, more or less. Without those free throws, there wouldn't have been overtime, maybe, or the
It
chances
was
of the
not going to be
overtime
overtime.
wouldn't have been there.
Whoever would have got whoever would have got fouled for Minnesota would have made 2 free throws because they was built for the shit. There was a couple motherfuckers in New York that were clearly wasn't built for the shit. Let's just keep it a buck.
Oh
Like
man,
she missed the first one and then short armed the fuck out of the second one. We all saw it.
yeah.
She was choking the fuck out of that game away. And they was like, nah, we're not gonna let it happen. We're gonna make sure she get another chance. Which is crazy.
I say her missing them last two free throws in the last 20 seconds of that game. It was that
Something
was
like that.
I don't know. That was crazy. Between that and Sabrina shooting output,
Both of their shooting output.
yeah,
They shot 5 of 34 combined.
yo, man, listen, ESPN with the graphics or with the stats, like how they provide the stats and stuff. Instead of putting their separate shooting splits like on the screen, they put combined, and it was
Hmm.
still bad.
Yeah, they were
It
5 of
I want to say it
34,
was
and the
like
rest of the team was
April.
17 of 38.
I want to say it was like what April 13th they put on the screen, or maybe April 20th. I don't know. It was like
I don't even
fourth
know.
or something. I'm like, damn.
I don't even know. But
But shout out the Finals MVP John Quell Jones. John Quell had the most consistent performance out of everybody in this whole series. Well, not out of everybody. Not out of everybody. I'm talking about everybody in New York.
oh, okay. Shit,
I'm talking
don't do
about New
that.
York. I'm talking about New York.
I say because there's one person that set records in this shit
Oh no, yeah,
deserved to win this
we're
shit.
not going to forget or just brush
Oh,
over.
trust me, we not.
But I said
But I
we're
ain't done
not.
talking about this bullshit yet
All
though,
right, continue with the BS, and then we can talk about
because even
shit
before that,
even before that.
the John Quell where she ramaged her way
Mm-hmm.
into Alana Smith, that was a blocking foul to you. Be honest, was that a blocking foul to you?
I'm just laughing because I'm thinking about the tweets and stuff from last night. It was like, oh, a lot of Smith finding out Jacquel Jones got finals MVP. And it's like somebody in the hospital bed.
Not to
Oh
mention she
man,
fucking wrapped around her and then fucking like damn near fucking suplexed her ass to the
yeah,
ground.
yeah.
Regular foul. Regular foul. If they did that shit to Stewie, bruh, it was gonna be a flagrant 2. If they did that shit to Stewie, it's a flagrant 2. But since it happened to Atlanta Smith and they don't know about her, they don't even know who she is probably. They're just like, oh, well, just let her get fucked up on the floor. I'm surprised they
No,
didn't call that a
they should
blocking
know.
foul
They
still.
should know who Alana Smith is by now. If they don't know, they need to know.
I mean, judging by that last night, I don't think they know anything.
Hmm.
Legal guarding position, she was like this. What
I'm
is legal
sorry, I'm
guarding position?
laughing, man, but
Legal guarding position.
bro is upset with these refs.
What is legal guarding position?
I'm guessing. I don't know. I, I would assume it'd be a combination of sorts of arms out,
Verticality. Arms straight up.
arms straight up.
Didn't move.
Ooh,
When she moved, when her arms moved. Do you
yeah.
know why her arms moved?
Why do her arms move?
Because somebody fucking knee went in her stomach. Like, oh, like, are we not seeing that? All the contact came from one player.
Mm-hmm.
All of it. Her hand never touched her arm, ever. Even Ryan Ruocco and fucking Rebecca Lobo said it wasn't a foul. If they say it's not a foul, it's not a foul, bro. Like, there's no way you went and looked at it that many times and said, you know what? Yeah, that's a foul still. How? What are you looking at? Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then how many times in the last 3 to 4 minutes did fucking feet go to the rim and they just not call shit? I mean, she posted the pictures today. Them wasn't fouls. That was legal guarding position. That was legal guarding position. I got y'all right here. For everybody that's watching, if you audio, I'm sorry.
Oh man. Good Lord.
If I'm Fee, I'm not even doing Unrivaled. Oh girl, I ain't even gonna hold you. They got to find somebody else. Oh, she took
Bro
it down.
said he said if I'm Fee, I'm not doing Unrivaled. She made it.
I don't give a fuck. Make up somebody else.
Bro, she is co-founder of the league.
She can be the founder by herself.
She be the founder by herself.
Do y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this shit? She gets smacked in the fucking face.
Oh,
No
man.
call. No call. That's late game. John Quill runs through Atlanta Smith. Blocking foul. With 44 seconds left. 44. Atlanta Smith, hand on the ball. Stewie falling backwards, flopping. And I ain't even really get on that yet. Have you ever in your life, of watching basketball, heard during the last play call, oh, if you go to the rim, flop. If you go to the rim, flop.
She said embellish it.
Don't play with me, bro.
I'm putting emphasize on what she said.
Embellish means flop.
I know. She tried to dress it up.
She tried to
to
put
dress it up and be all
some little
proper.
Australian on that shit. We ain't running. No. Did you go to the rim, flop? And then it was like, oh shit. Like it's like Sandy and them had a conversation before the last play, and she was like, hey, she gonna flop. She's gonna embellish the contact. So if there's any bit of contact, call it. And it's like, all right, bet. Like if that game is
unpopular opinion, unpopular
you call that
opinion,
foul?
I'm not mad at it.
You're not mad at what?
Embracing the contact.
You mean
Or looking to embrace the contact.
Flopping. No, she didn't say embrace, my nigga. She said embellish. Don't do that. You're okay with flopping?
Not flopping, but it's like, you know, get yourself in position to get a foul or get fouled. Or
So flop!
Give yourself
She
a chance.
flopped!
No. Hold on. How many times have you heard somebody be like, yo, like you tell a big man, hey, just go to work. They have no choice but to foul you. Brandon Stewart's the biggest person on the court.
That's different than going to embellish, bro.
All right. Let's look up the definition of embellish.
Are we really doing this right now?
Yes.
Are we really pretending like she didn't tell her to go flop?
I'm not saying that she didn't, but I'm saying that I understand why she did say that. And I said I don't have a big issue with it. Make something more attractive
so we're okay
by
with
addition of decorative details or features. Okay, that's flopping to a T.
I mean, bro, I do right now. I know what words mean.
No, I know.
I know what the fuck she meant when she said embellish.
Oh, I knew too. But to the ones that don't,
she just told her to go flop.
To the ones that don't,
they let her. Like they literally were like, go flop. She was like, all right, bet, I got you. Like you ain't realize they stopped listening in on the play after she said that shit. She said a bunch of nothing before that. Please go back and see the whole clip. Because she said a bunch of nothing before that. She didn't know what she was saying. She literally was like, Sabrina, yeah, KT, and then she was like, oh, well, if you come around this and blah, 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 and get the fuck out of here, bro. She literally told her to go fucking flop with the game on the line in Game 5 of the WNBA Finals, and they let it fucking happen. They let it happen in Game 5 of the WNBA Finals with 5 seconds left on the clock.
If they foul you, embellish it.
They didn't even foul her. She was standing straight up, bro. Wait, what? Move to the side real quick.
You said move to the side?
Yeah.
This side?
What Cameron Williams was doing right there, it's damn near what Atlanta Smith was doing when she went to the rim. I'm damn. Like, bro.
Oh,
like, are we serious? Like, as a coach, when you're like, there's just no way. There's 5 seconds left, 6 seconds left, however many seconds were left when they got the play, and you just, yeah, go flop. And then the refs say, oh shit, yeah, that's a foul. And then they go look at it. Three human beings go look at it, and not one of them said, yeah, that's not a foul, bro. Not one. Not one.
One might have, but hey, the other two might have said it was a foul.
Yeah, you about to piss me off. You about to piss me off. I'm not even gonna lie. Cause you trying to make me mad. You are trying to play devil's advocate and shit.
Bro, I'm letting you know how this could have been possible. That's all.
Bro. So I don't know what majority rules means.
I know.
But I'm saying it's 3 of them. If one in Game 5 of the WNBA Finals with 5 seconds left, if one of them say, I don't think it's a foul, they shouldn't switch it to not being a foul. Oh, majority rules. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And P, don't even. So P.
What P say? Don't
So
matter
P.
if
So P.
that
So P. So
was
P.
a foul,
So
man.
P.
You gotta show
So
up in overtime.
so P. So P. Answer me this. Since you're
Oh,
a fucking
man.
Braun, since you're a Braun Glazer, answer me this. Game 1, 2018, when JR did that goofy ass shit. Should LeBron had just got back on the court and started hooping again in overtime? Answer me that. Answer me that. Please. Please, I'm waiting.
Oh, man.
Because I heard everybody say, man, JR sold the game. JR sold the game. It was 5 more minutes. I ain't hear nobody say, damn, Braun out here selling. Braun out here crying and shit. Oh, da. No, they was like, nah, JR, George Hill. What about the extra 5 minutes, right? What about the extra 5 minutes, right? It's 5 more minutes. It's 5 more minutes, right?
I mean, hey.
So y'all mean to tell me that if you're a Minnesota Lynx player and you continuously within the last 3 to 4 minutes get no call, get ran over, blocking foul, like you can't help a foul? It wasn't a foul. What? Like I'm trying to get y'all to think about this. Like genuinely, I'm trying to get y'all to think about this.
I'm thinking about it, bro. Listen,
if you're up two, and you look at the play and you know for sure that's not a fucking foul.
Yeah.
You know that's not a foul.
Yeah.
Right?
I know it's not a foul.
You know that's not a foul.
No, it's not a foul.
And they still call it a foul, and she go and make the 2 free throws. Now you're sitting on the bench like, no way we're going to overtime right now. Like, they know for a fact they should have got free throws to go up 4, at least. That wasn't the only play where they got fucking hosed. It's not like,
it's not.
Up until that point, they didn't. I just showed y'all Fee getting fucking smacked in the face going to the rim twice. On different sides of the court. Smacked in the face, smacked on the arm. I mean, she's sitting in a press conference. You can see all the scratches on her face and on her arms. How many free throws she shoot yesterday?
Let's take a look, unless you have the stat pulled up already.
It was 25-8 as a team.
Oh, my gosh.
25-8. Are we serious? P. I'm begging. I'm begging you. I'm begging everyone to put yourself in these
25 free throws to 8.
How many free throws did Fee shoot?
Nafisa Collier shot 0.
I thought she shot at least 2. 0 free throws. 0. You can't be fucking serious, bro. You can't be fucking serious.
Tariq, I'm gonna tell you a joke, but I will never tell you a lie.
0 free throws. Do you realize how insane? Has LeBron ever played a finals game where he didn't shoot a fucking free throw? Asia Wilson? Stewie? Candace? How does Fee, second place in MVP, all WNBA first team, defensive player of the year, not get a single free throw in the game 5? Because it ain't like she's a fucking perimeter player.
Oh, man.
She's in the paint all game. 0 free throws? This shit is...
0 free throws.
And then, answer me this. Answer me this. Clear path or no? Clear path no, or clear path foul or not clear path foul?
That's, I mean, that was another controversial call.
In overtime. Big play, big change, because if she doesn't get fouled, she's getting a breakaway layup. But you stop a breakaway layup. Nope, not clear path. I'm pretty sure that's the fucking definition of a clear path. If they have a clear path to the rim, how many times on a fast break have we seen Serena just let somebody go fucking score? She had a clear path to the fucking rim. Sabrina was. Even if she was next to her, she's on the far side of her. She's on this side. She literally by definition has a clear shot to the fucking rim.
That was in the third quarter, right?
No, that was in the fucking overtime game.
That was in overtime.
It definitely wasn't third quarter. Like, I'm really just trying to understand what, like, multiple reviews, and you're just like, I don't see it. Nah.
I'm trying to find it now.
I'm trying to find out, like, how do you, what's a clear path foul? Like, I'm just. What's a clear path foul? What's not a clear path foul? What's legal guarding position? What isn't legal guarding position? Because if we look at every drive, how many players are in legal guarding position?
I can see how it is a clear path foul. I could also see how it's not.
My nigga, is it a clear path foul or not? It's a clear path foul.
Well, they're judging it by the position of the players. So Sabrina was ahead of K-Mac whenever she touched the ball.
If she doesn't get fouled, is that not a clear path to the rim?
I mean, if she doesn't get fouled, I don't want to say not necessarily because she has two people in her. It's not like it was a breakaway.
No, because if she doesn't foul her, she's clear ahead of Naira Sabli. You think Naira Sabli is?
So you saying if Sabrina was not in the play? You saying if Sabrina was not in the play to foul K-Mac?
Sabrina can be in the play. It's Naira. Naira is the one that committed the foul. If she doesn't commit the foul, it's a fucking layup.
But I'm saying because Sabrina was there, that's why they didn't call it a clear path foul. I just watched it back. That's what they said. That's what they said. She's not even close to her.
Nigga said they gotta show up in OT. Like they wasn't getting fucking hot going to the rim. Like,
I mean, that is a valid point too, though.
What's the valid point?
Gotta get it done on OT. OT is a new ball game.
Y'all gonna really make me fucking crash out.
OT is a new ball game. I'm just saying that in general, not really towards this game, but in general. OT, you got to take care of business. OT.
They did. They took care of business in regulation. They did what they were supposed to do. The refs did not. That shit was not a foul. If you jump ball, whether or not they win the jump ball, they getting the ball with 3 seconds left. They're gonna shoot a fucking half-court shot. They make that half-court shot, shake their hand, and they win a championship. Giving them 2 fucking free throws because she missed the 2 before is nasty. I don't care who doesn't agree. I don't care how you slice it. I don't give a fuck who you're a fan of. I don't give a fuck about nobody's city. None of that shit. There's no way you can watch that game, watch the last 5 minutes in overtime, and tell me that they did not fucking hose them. There's just no way. It didn't even look like a foul live. They slow it down. It looks way less of a foul. It's not a foul. That's a foul. John Paul running Atlanta Smith over is a foul.
Wait. What was not a foul? You talking about the Stewie shot?
The Atlanta Smith one. The Stewie shot was not a foul, bro.
Yeah. She got away with a travel before that, too.
They see that shit?
Crazy.
They couldn't see the crowd, but they could see the foul.
She was woo walking.
She caught the ball.
Yeah.
And then put the ball down and then flopped.
Got sturdy.
I'm telling you, if Alana Smith got the ball and fucking traveled, they called the travel.
I would have called a reach.
Still, we get the ball.
I would have called a reach in here.
A reach in where?
So that's not a reach in foul by Narar. I would consider that a reach in.
If you gotta look that many times, you've been watching that shit for like 3 minutes. If you gotta watch it that many times to see that it's a fucking reach in,
I just been had it on. But no, I'm looking at it like I'm saying, like my initial thought would have been reaching, maybe. Reaching or clear path. That's why they have.
Answer me this, Bryce. Answer me this, Bryce. What is the foul stopping Caleb McBride from doing?
From scoring. Ultimately scoring. Or getting a chance to score.
In what, right? In the fast break? In transition?
In transition, yes.
Is that not a clear path? Is that not a transition take foul?
All right. My understanding as I won't say that's a transition take foul either, because the take foul is more so an intentional foul to my understanding. That's what I consider.
She intentionally fouled her.
She did not. She reached for the freaking ball. And she's not reaching for the ball. She didn't grab her. She didn't hit her. It's a basketball play. She went to reach for the ball. Reach and foul.
She reached in to foul her to
She
stop her
reached
from
in
getting
from-
a fucking layup.
She reached into the ball, bro. Look, I'm gonna look at this one more time. I'm gonna look at this one more time. I'm gonna look at this one more time. Her hand is on the ball.
That has nothing to do with whether it's a clear. Do you know what a clear path foul is, my nigga?
A clear path foul is when you get fouled and there's nobody ahead of you.
It's stopping you from
It's
going
foul
in
and there's nobody ahead of you. Pierre says, I just came to celebrate my squad. Now I feel bad. Look, I'm not saying it wasn't clear path. I'm not saying that it was clear path. I'm saying if it was called a clear path, I wouldn't have been mad at it being called a clear path, but
I didn't realize we was just okay with motherfuckers getting cheated in games like this, but that's cool. Motherfuckers clear as day got cheated. Nigga just like, it's basketball. You got to keep playing. Okay.
I mean, because ultimately you do forget about how the ref is calling the game.
Say less.
I'm just saying, bro. That
so don't come in.
That has been a consistent thought of mine since I started playing basketball. I'm not even about to do that right now. I don't care. Listen, how many times have you been in the game and your coach like, don't care about what the ref is calling, whatever. Still play our game consistently. What do you mean it got nothing to do with this?
If we're getting cheated, we not supposed to feel a way about that?
Oh no, for sure, 100%. Feel every way you're supposed to feel. Feel every way you're supposed to feel.
So why would they feel away in a game 5 with 5 seconds left?
I'm not saying they feeling away. I'm not criticizing them for feeling away. I am not the Liberty fans talking that talk like they're talking.
You didn't say they gotta play 5 more minutes. You gotta get back OT.
I'm saying.
You didn't say that.
I'm saying the game is tied at halftime. Not halftime. Game is tied at overtime. Still gotta take care of business, regardless of what the ref is calling. I'm just stating the fact that that is a general statement.
I don't want to.
That is a general statement. I'm not saying that towards the Lynx. They played their best game. They played a good basketball game while New York Stars
didn't play their best game.
They didn't play their best game.
They just played better than the fucking Liberty did.
That's what I was getting to, Tariq. That's what I was getting to.
You said they played their best game. That's not true.
All right, not their best game, but they yes.
30%.
All right, bro. Nigga,
you lying on it.
I'm not lying. I'm just saying. Let me talk through this.
Then be right. Don't be fucking wrong. They didn't play their best game. You acting like they shot 55%. They didn't. Both teams played shitty yesterday, but one team played better than the other for 59 minutes. Or 39 minutes and fucking 55 seconds. And then they said, you know what? We got to get him another opportunity. Because if it was a tie game, it's probably not a foul. But since it's not a tie game, it's not a foul.
Listen, I agree with
got
you.
it.
I agree with you on the fact that I feel the game should have ended differently. I feel like both games 4 and 5, ultimately coming down to free throws, just not it. It's just not it. Not what I
Game
would
4
have
and Game
liked to
5 are
see.
completely different, bro.
But
They
what did they
fouled her
come
in
down
the
to?
fucking
What did they
air.
come down to? What did they come down to, Tariq? What did they come down to? Free throws.
Then don't
Right or
foul
wrong?
her.
Right or
Johanna
wrong?
Smith didn't foul
Right
her.
or wrong? It came down to free throws
That
regardless.
has nothing.
Let's just talk
that has
objectively here.
nothing
I'm
to
not
do with
picking
what
a
happened
side
in
here.
Game
I'm not
5.
picking a side. I'm talking about the game
That
itself.
has nothing to do with what
I'm
happened in
talking
Game
about the
5.
games itself. Game 4 did not. The game 4
So
not come down to free
so
throws.
no game should
The
come down to
game
free
4
throws.
not come down
So
to free
no game
throws.
should come down to free throws. It did, but it
I
wasn't
mean,
the same shit.
not necessarily. I'm not saying it shouldn't, but I'm saying the ending I would have wanted it. Free throws take away from the game sometimes, bro. Let's just be real. They do. They're there.
If they get
They're
fouled,
essential.
call the foul.
They're
If Atlanta
traditional.
Smith fouled her, I have no issue. She didn't foul her.
Okay.
So I have an issue.
Yes.
Bridget Carlson got
You're
fouled.
valid
There's
for
no-
having that
there's no
issue because
debating
it's a
that.
valid issue to have here. Yes.
So what I'm hearing is for the rest of for as long as I know you, for as long as we talk ball or any kind of sport, I don't want to hear you say shit about a ref. I don't want to
Why?
hear you say shit about a ref.
Why?
Because you just told me multiple times that the refs don't matter. You still got to play the game, right?
I mean,
So I don't wanna hear you
listen,
come
that's
here
the
like, yeah,
mentality.
the refs
Listen,
Nah.
listen. No.
That's the mentality for you, my nigga.
I'm
That's not
saying
mentality
yes,
for
but you
everybody.
can't get caught up in that though. You think James Harden let the refs get caught up in that one game against the Warriors when KD was clearly out of bounds? No, he took care of business and won the game.
He was still fucking mad about it. What you
He can still be mad about it, but he didn't let that be the end all be all about it.
So if I ask James Harden today, all the fouls that he didn't get called when they missed 27 threes in a row, you don't think he's still mad about that shit today? You don't think
Probably
he's mad
so,
about that shit
yes,
today?
but he still should have made 27 or a percentage of them damn threes. Both things can be true here, Tariq. I don't know why you don't see that. Both things can be true. A lot of reasons are why things happen, bro. Not just one event. You play 45 minutes of basketball, bro. A lot can happen, bro. A lot of changes, a lot of misses, a lot of things that should have happened that didn't happen. A lot of things that should happen happened. A lot of things that shouldn't have happened. It's a lot of things that happened. A lot of happenings here.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that there's no such thing as a perfect game, bro.
No one said it was. Gang.
Okay, why are we acting like there is though?
Because there's three refs that did a review, had 5 minutes to look at it, and said, nah, not a foul. When it's clear as day, or it's a foul. When it's clear as day, not a foul. That's why. You don't got to be perfect.
No, it's definitely a problem.
Right.
It's definitely a problem. Right. It's definitely a problem. And I agree with you there. And I've agreed with you there. Right. I've agreed with you there this whole time. You know I'm anti-refs. You know I don't care about the refs.
Every time I say something, you're trying to be like, oh, but. No, they got fucking cheated. That's all we got to say. They got fucking cheated. If it was the Aces that got fucking cheated, you not sitting here talking about some, hey, man, they had 5 more minutes. Asia had 5 more minutes. Asia gets smacked in the face. You not about to be like, hey, you got to play through it. This ain't the
I'm
fucking 2000s. I'm
not the type to complain about every
call the foul.
Ref call, bro. I don't like playing the ref game, but the refs suck.
You're not.
I don't like.
Do you not have a rant on? Do you not have a rant on our TikTok about the last 2-minute report? Is that not refs?
I do.
Is that not refs?
I do.
Is that not
because
refs?
Yes, it does. But what sense does it make to put it out if you're not going to do any or make any changes about the outcome of the game?
So that shit bother you when refs?
It does. Wrong, I hate refs. I've hated refs since I picked up a basketball. This has been consistent. All right. This has been consistent.
All of a sudden.
But is that not a thing, though? Is that not a thing?
Not in Game 5 or Game 7 when a championship is on the line with 5 seconds left. No, I'm not trying to hear Oh, you still got to play through it. You shouldn't have to play through that.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. But Rick, life is not fair. All right.
Oh my God.
I'm being for real here. It's not. I don't agree with many of the calls. I don't. Game still got to be played though. Ball still got to fall in the bucket. You still got to find a way to win throughout the madness, throughout the controversy, throughout the BS. That's all I'm saying here.
Best player on the court, 0 free throws.
Yes, it's absurd.
But you got to play through it. You got to play getting held and hacked. Like I'm begging you to go back and watch that second half again.
I will.
And please, and then come back and tell me what you saw in that game.
Okay.
Because there's just no way Fee can go to the rim that many times in 0 free throws.
Look, I'm as surprised as you when I saw that she had 0 free throw attempts. Like I said, both sides, or like we talked about, both sides complain about officiating throughout this series. Yes, that is a consistent theme of this series, was the officiating and how god-awful it was. It's no question. It's no question. It's a factor. That's all I'm saying. I would be saying the same thing if this happened to the Liberty and the Lynx was on the other side of this. That's an objective observation by me. Even though the refs are on their BS, you still got to do what's in your power to put your team in position to win. That's all I'm saying here. That goes for anybody in any sport and anything. You can complain. So when ML, and your complaints are valid. No. Cheryl Reeve, your complaints are valid. Just like Sandy Brondello, your complaints are valid. Nafisa Koya, your complaints are valid. Anybody who played, complaints are valid because the officiating freaking sucked. And that's a terrible constant in women's basketball. It's the same in college too. It's the same in college.
So if you can say that, which is what you said, when ML asked us about what Sandy Brondello said after the game, your replies, officiating sucks.
Yep.
Across women's hoops, I have no problem with the frustration, especially since it came from both sides. I'm always anti-ref. These motherfuckers suck. Bad for the sport. And now we come on here, and you got to play through that.
Ultimately, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sorry. You still got to play through it.
Okay.
I'm not excusing. Okay. I'm not saying that as an excuse. Or I'm not saying that to uplift or anything the refs did. That is not an excuse for the refs calling the games the way they did. It's just a factor, bro. Just like how you got to make shots. Just like how you got to make free throws. Just like how you got to defend. Make smart decisions on both ends of the ball. This is all the things you got to do to win. That's all I'm saying there. Yeah, the ref might try to hold us. You know, they're calling nonsense on us all game. Cool. But we still making it to where it's not even a question that we winning. That's what the ultimate goal is. It's not like, oh, one play was a deciding factor here. It was many plays. It's consistent down the line that the officiating sucked this whole series. Anyways, man. Shout out to the Minnesota Lynx and the season that they had. I don't want that to go unnoticed here. I know we're in the midst of an argument and a passionate rant here, but I don't want this to take away from the fact that Nafisa Collier, Cheryl Reeve, and the Minnesota Lynx had a spectacular season, surpassing expectations heading into the season. Um, we saw some impressive stuff from this group. Shout out to Kayla McBride and the season she had as well as an All Star. Wada Smith had a great year as well. Bridget Carlton had a good year. All around, I mean, this team is going to be here for a little minute if they keep this team together, or if they're able to keep this team together with the new expansion teams coming in and protecting certain players. But I feel like the league is in a good place at the moment. You got your good top four teams. I'll say top three to four teams in the league right now are going to be there to stay. Um, it's a little bit of parity now. Aces lost, got a new champion coming in the next season. First time champion that is in the New York Liberty. Shout out to them on that. But it's good for the game because it's a good little balance. Like obviously, if you're gonna be coming on a revenge tour next season, I'm hoping. Asia on a revenge tour of sorts. New York finding their footing and being that they'll be the reigning champions heading into next season. Um, you got Seattle. If they can keep that squad together, they got another year where they're knocking on the door again. So it's good. It's a good spot. The W's in a good spot at the moment. Shout out to the younger players and the new generation that's coming in. Um, Hopefully we can see Cam Brink come back to a full recovery next season. Shout out to Angel Caitlin, of course. Shout out to Rikia Jackson. I'm trying to think of other names that are out there. Excited for how Aaliyah Boston and maybe Alyssa Smith and Kelsey Mitchell looking in another year together with the Fever. Um, just a mix of like the young talent and the established talent. It's a good era for the game. I would think the way things are at the moment. How do you feel about the state of the league?
Before I talk about that, I do want to give the Lynx a lot of credit for how they played this season. Um, you know, going into the season, people had them making the playoffs, but probably not much more than that. Um, second seed in the or second, yeah, second seed in the playoffs. Commissioner's Cup champions. Uh, uh, MVP runner-up, DPOY. First team All W. Had a second team All defensive player on the team. Haley McBride had another All-Star year. Courtney Williams had probably her best season of her career. Bridget Carlson had the best season of her career. Atlanta Smith had the best season of her career. They brought in some good players. Xander Lazzini came in, and even in the finals, gave him good minutes. Alyssa Pilley played a little bit early. Didn't play a ton after that. Dorka Juhas played for a good portion of the season before she got injured. It was kind of hard to get her back in the flow of things once the playoffs started. Letitia Heidemann was huge for them all season in different points in the finals, especially in game one. Just played the game at a beautiful way. Yeah. Shout out to Cheryl Reeve as well. GM and coach. She brought in the players that she wanted. There are some players on the team in past years. She mentioned this during the presser after the game last night. Everyone that's on the team was about the team. Not one of them was about themselves. Even if they didn't play. I mean, you had a player in Diamond Miller who was the second pick, just 2 years removed at this point. Didn't play at all. So, I mean, when you got players like that who are able to be selfless and understand, like, okay, the players that are out there right now are playing at a really high level, so, you're going to let them rock out. It just says a lot about, the team and the culture that has been built there for years and years. I mean, this is nothing new. They were looking for their 5th championship. Obviously, Cheryl Reeve would have been another huge part of that, with being the coach for all 5 of them. But, yeah, I agree. They'll be back next year.
I know everyone wants to, turn around and say revenge season for Nafisa, but it shouldn't have to be. Um, this is the first year that she even really got any recognition, and this isn't her first good fucking season. Like, she's been great for a long time, and people have been sleeping on her for a really long time. Like, she was the sixth pick in the draft, the sixth pick in the draft. Like, I don't even know how she fell that far. Like, sixth pick in the draft, went to Minnesota. Maya Moore stepped away from the game. Sylvia Fowles ended up retiring. Um, she had her child, and people just kind of, just pushed her to the side like she wasn't really, one of the great players in the league. And year after year, she's proven herself to be one of the best players in the league. And that, after this year, I'm willing to say, without a doubt, top three, if not top two. Like, the way that she played in this finals, breaking records, most points, rebounds, or most points, steals, blocks. Like, I mean, what else? What else can you ask for someone to do? I mean, she was doing literally everything that you could possibly ask of a star player to do. She was getting jump balls, diving on the floor, getting steals, blocking shots, guarding the best player, switching on to John Quell, playing Stewie, switching out and playing up top, initiating offense. Like, everything that you could have possibly asked her to do, she did. And like seeing the look on their faces last night, like, we can say what we want about whether it was a foul or not, whether the ref should have called it, whatever we want to say. But you could look on their faces, and they knew they had that one in regulation. You could just look, you could see it on their faces. They knew that Cheryl Reeve said it. It was stolen from them. Like, they took that opportunity away from them to be WNBA champions. Like, again, it likely would have been a jump ball. The jump ball would have likely gone to New York. I can't remember. I don't remember if they had their advanced timeout or not. But
I think they did.
if
And
it's
I saw,
5 seconds
but I
left,
think, yeah, because Ryan Ruka was like, oh, they're not using their, whatchamacallit, their reset, which
yeah,
is
you're right.
interesting here.
You're right.
Yeah,
So
I
they
saw
would have
that.
had that. So they would have been able to basically do the same thing. They just wouldn't have been able to drop a play.
Yep.
They still get another opportunity to get a shot at the basket with about 3 to 4 seconds left. If they make the shot, go to overtime, they make a three, win the game, boom. They deserved it. They made the shot to win the game. The way that it finished, it's just not, yeah. But they had an amazing season. I know people want to say that the Liberty were the best team all season. I disagree. If a team beats you 3 times in a season and in a Commissioner Cup, I mean, and then that's what you have. Like, that's what has to happen for you to beat them in the finals. I find it hard to say that they were the better team all season, but they had the better record. So if you want to go based off of numbers, sure, they were the better team. But based off the head-to-head, based off the matchups, based off the way that both teams play, like, no one, like, if we'd have came into the season, I would have said who would have been the best defense in the league. The Lynx would not have been on your list or on my list. They wouldn't have been on anyone's list. Who had the best offense in the league or top 2, top 3 best offense in the league? The Lynx wouldn't have been on our list. They were top 2 in both offense and defense the entire season. Not for stretches, not for a little bit here and there. The Lynx were fantastic all season long. They didn't go through any lows. If they lost the game, they got it right back. The Liberty, their best player didn't start the season out well. And then when she came back from Olympic break and started playing well, the second best player started struggling. So I find it hard to believe that they were just a better team all season. They got more talent, that's for sure. But I don't know if they're the better team. But they won the championship, so they get the bragging rights for the rest of this time until the WNBA season starts. To answer your question earlier, I'm very excited about where the W is going. Have been for years and years, but obviously, historic season, both by players and by attendance, media,
TV numbers, all that. You could say it's Caitlyn, you could say it's Angel. It's a byproduct of everyone, because if the players around them weren't good, people wouldn't watch. So you can say, oh, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese brought this in. They were building before they got there. The building just started. It moved. It happened a little faster. Um, Asia Wilson was Asia Wilson, whether or not Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese came into the league. Same for Fee, same for Stewie, same for Sabrina. They said it years ago when Sabrina came in that, oh, Sabrina's gonna do this, gonna do that. Same thing they did with Caitlyn. Cool, but when you watch the games, you're gonna see how good these other players are too. So you can't just, oh, this player is the best player. This player, okay. If you're gonna do that, then we not have conversations with you. If you can watch basketball and realize, oh, all of these players are good, all of these players are talented, absolutely, we can have a conversation. A lot of good players around the league, a lot of good teams around the league. A lot of excitement coming in with the expansion team. The draft coming up, Paige Beckers, Kiki Arioff, and Janiyah Barker. Lots of big names. There's some names that could be in there that we don't know for sure yet, like AZ Fudd. We have a team of Pow Pow that's going to be in it, Haley Van Lith. Like, lots of names, lots of players that can come in and contribute. So it'll be another season to build on, coming off of college basketball season. So, yeah.
Favorite moment from this past WNBA season, if you were to have one. It could involve the Olympics as well, because this was an Olympic year. What other prompts or I don't know. But yeah, favorite moment from the season.
There was a game where Satu was going crazy. Asia was going. Her and Asia were going back and forth. We were actually recording.
Yeah.
The Wings ended up winning that game. That was a fun moment. Alicia Gray going 2-0 during the All-Star break, the 3-point contest and the skills contest. Enrique going nuts in the All-Star game. I mean, there's a ton of things. I can't think of just one particular moment. I'll probably get off and be like, damn, should have said this. But
yeah, we always are.
Just great moments all the way around. Just a great season. And yeah.
Yeah, for me, I would say, I don't know, just a pretty entertaining WNBA season from game 1 to game 40. Opening night was
Asia
cool.
scoring 1,000 points too.
Yeah, shout out to A. Shout out to A apostrophe man. She had watching her throughout the season was always a joy. Team one of the best in the midst of her, her reign, like during her prime, like seeing her at her best is a sight to see. Something I'm grateful to see. Same can be said about others in the W as well. It was fun seeing Fee compete and seeing Sabrina take a leap this year. Being that she's one of my favorite players, and I've been waiting for Sabrina to take the leap. She finally took the leap, but it's like it's still a little more there. Like I feel like she'll definitely improve, and it's
still
like
room to grow.
Yeah, because she didn't really have the playoffs I thought she would have had or would have wanted her to have.
She
Real
had
streaky.
stretches or moments,
Yeah,
but she didn't have a full on like, okay, this is stamping my like
yeah,
the game. What game 3? The game 3 shot could have been something that was like, I mean, it's still gonna go down in history. It's still one of the biggest shots in WNBA history, but it's not gonna solidify her as much as it could have.
Yeah,
if she had the series that she is capable of having.
Yeah. What else was there? Like you mentioned, Enrique's All-Star game explosion. That third quarter, man. Watching the Olympics in church, watching that gold medal game, Gabby Williams, bro, a problem, a problem. Her and Marine Johannes
Yeah,
going at it
she is giving them hell.
against the USA squad. I'm just like, dang. Um, so yeah, Olympics brought us good basketball. Um, it was good seeing some of the other rookies flourish in this class. I know Caitlin and Angel were the big names of it, but we got to see Karen Brink play well during the time she was on the court, and Rakia Jackson, the season she had. Um, Shout out to Leonie Fibich, who's a rookie, technically, in this rookie class. Um, Shout out to trying to think of who else had like an impact. Um, Shout out Kate Martin. Shout out to Nika Mule. Those were fan favorites this year. Um, who else is there? Shout out JC Sheldon, Alyssa Pilley. Well, she didn't see a lot of time on the court. She did have some games where she was effective. Trying to think of who else. Jalen Sherrod for making the Liberty squad. That was a feel good moment to see. Trying to think of who else. Might be missing somebody rookie wise. Then again, I don't know. Valkyrie's gonna be playing next season. That's gonna be exciting. And then hopefully we get knowing we're definitely gonna get more information about the Canada team and the Portland team as they get closer to playing in 2026. Um, so yeah, the expansion team draft, like that roster shakeup, I'm looking forward to that. Um, Looking forward to other off-season hoops. You got Unrivaled in January. You got Athletes Unlimited in February, I believe. Um, so yeah, that'll be fun. Um, yeah. Oh, forgot to mention. Did you have anything else for our move topics? All right. So the WNBPA um has agreed to, well, not agreed, has decided to opt out of the current CBA, which is big. And one of the theme they said is like, oh, we want to get it right this time, which I think they made a lot of progress in the last CBA, but given the um the growth in popularity the game is at now, and that comes with certain things, or certain things need to be put in place. I do hope this new CBA they reach some type of agreements or opens it up for them to get as much as they can out of it. Um, Given with the certain circumstances, or just given the certain climate of the league and where the league is headed. Um, you know, Obviously with the charter flights, that was a big issue. Glad they got that squared away. Expansion as well. Glad that's happening because game. I feel like the game needs to grow, or at least the league needs to grow. Um, it's the best 144 right now. You add in 36 more teams, not teams. What in the world? 36 more spots, at least. So that's what 36, 44. That gives you what 180.
What's that?
144 and 36.
36 spots.
Yeah,
so
so
180.
Yeah. 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 So um yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just
CBA at the time was good for them.
Yeah.
The CBA at the time was good for them, for what they needed and for the players that were needing to go on maternity leave and weren't compensated or weren't getting the right treatment that they should have. But with the way things have jumped so quickly,
Obviously, you want to take full advantage of that. Um, Interested to see what the owners and Kathy do in response. Um, Revenue share is a big thing as well. So interested to see how this goes because I'm pretty sure I read that it said that they were willing to strike. So
Mm,
we'll see what happens if
mm,
some of these owners and owners and Kathy are ready to stand on what they've been saying that they're ready to do in
mm.
terms of investing in these women and giving them the proper um, opportunities and compensation that they deserve. So let's see if they stand on business.
Really.
Facts. Trying to think if there's anything else before moving on. So I think we covered everything really. Shout out to Jonquan Jones, Finals MVP.
I can't think of anything.
Shout out to Jonquan Jones, Finals MVP.
Yeah.
This is her third straight finals. Lost in 2022 as a member of the Connecticut Sun. Lost in 2023 last year as a member of the New York Liberty. And for her to win this year and win Finals MVP,
That's in 2019 as well
yeah.
against the Mystics.
Mm,
So this is what her fourth try. So
yeah.
she definitely deserves it. She played her heart out.
Oh yeah, definitely was the one that kept New York in it in the game five for sure. Um, just thinking of how she is on both sides of the ball, like her defensive presence and just how crafty she is on the offensive end as well. How different ways she's able to score. You can tell she just works hard at her craft. One of the best players in the game.
Agreed.
But nah, shout out to the Liberty once again. Shout out to the Lynx. Shout out to Fee. Big shout out to Fee.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal final series by both teams. They gave us 5 great games. 4 of the 5 games came down to the last possession. So I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
really can't ask for much more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, multiple games went to overtime. So I mean, you just gotta just go back to the drawing board, I guess.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this loss is one that'll sting. Um, One that I don't say. I mean, obviously they'll learn from, but one that they'll take personally. So won't be surprised to see Minnesota back in the finals next season. Won't be surprised to see Liberty back in the finals next season as well as the core of that team not really going anywhere or looking like if they're able to bring back their core. I mean, with the expansion draft happening and everything, um, just can't count them out as long as they got their big three there.
Shit, they gotta pick Nyar. They gotta protect her now.
Oh yeah, big time. They don't win that without her.
Protect Phoebus, protect Nyara, your big three, and then Kayla Thorne or Benaja Laney.
Yeah.
Lou didn't even play yesterday, so
Mm,
they probably feel like they are okay moving on.
yeah. But
I was surprised
definitely.
by that too.
Yeah. Definitely low key. Um, but I mean, hey, you want to go ahead and make your pick of who will win the finals next year? Early final prediction.
Hell no, we don't know what the teams look like.
All right.
You just wanted me to say the links.
Nah, I don't know what you were gonna say. I was just
I
asking
don't.
if
I don't know
if
what
you
the
had a
rosters are gonna look
prediction.
like. We don't even know what the Liberty roster gonna look like for real. They got free agents too. Like, there's no one like Kelsey Plum's a free agent. We don't know what these rosters are gonna look like. Satu's a free agent.
Okay.
I could say one team and then
I'll just ask you
four or five of the
for a way too
players
early
leave.
prediction. That's all.
You got one?
Um, nah, not really.
I mean,
But I would
like
either
the
like
only
to
team that
see.
really is
I'll
gonna for
say. I'll
sure
say
bring
this.
back the
I'll say
same
this.
players is like Phoenix, Seattle.
Yeah.
Even Seattle, I want to say has
I'll
either
say
Phoenix or
this.
Seattle has a few. I guess the Fever.
Next year, I want to see if the cores stick together. I want to see a Vegas Liberty finals or Vegas Lynx finals. I also
I need the
wouldn't
Lynx to
mind.
get back at some point.
I also wouldn't mind seeing the Storm in the finals next year too, if they're able to keep their core together. Like, yeah, I want to see Skylar Diggins Smith get a ring this time. It's been time.
Some don't get one.
Yeah, and I would hate for that to be her.
I mean, when you look at it, there's a lot. I mean, when the same players are winning multiple times, you're gonna get a lot of players that don't have them.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
no, I mean we've definitely talked about the
you get the
conversations
early
about
years, and
like
then you got
how
like Asia,
Jordan had
Stewie.
his reign and how many people he stopped from getting rings. Like yeah, or like LeBron, how many people he don't stop from getting rings, and Kobe, how many people he don't stop from getting rings. List goes on and on for certain folks, certain players. It's a lot of quality top tier talent players that go without getting a ring because of who wasn't ahead of them. Simply.
Um, Kevin, I don't know exactly what the cap space looks like. Um, there's always rumblings of her going to New York. I don't know how true those are. I will say I don't think she goes back to Dallas. Um, I don't know what the I can't remember off the top of my head what the rules are for the Valkyries, but I could see them, going to try to make her their franchise player. Would make a lot of sense. Um, a team like Atlanta that already has Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray could for sure use another young player, another young all star talent
Mm-hmm.
next to them. Minnesota potentially. There's a good amount of teams. I mean, there's obviously some teams that won't be able to go out there and try. Like Vegas probably won't be able to. Um, Phoenix, Seattle. I don't know if some of these younger teams do take it like an LA. Um, I know a lot of Indiana fans want them to go after her. I don't know if that uh, is possible either. So I'd have to look more at like cap space and abilities of teams depending on who's where. Um, but I don't think she goes back to Dallas.
Yeah, I don't think she goes back to Dallas either. I think that ship is sailed. Especially with them bringing in the new coach next year after firing Latricia Trammell, if I'm saying that right.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. I feel like LA getting a new coach too. Never mind, but I feel like she got to be on a team that's like a fringe contender. You know, like they're like she would be the missing piece for their team.
I could see it.
Yeah. So I mean, it'll definitely be interesting to see when is W free agency in February.
You said what?
I said when
Is
is
it
W
free
free agency?
agency?
Is it February?
Free agency. I meant February. I don't know why I said free agency. February, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which it would makes it difficult because the expansion draft is earlier than that, I believe.
Yeah. Smash draft.
So
I think
that's
is
why we
next.
don't
I
really
think
know.
Smash draft is next month.
It's either November or December, I want to say.
One or two. Yeah.
So things will get interesting very soon in the WNBA. With all this stuff going on in the off season, it's not gonna feel as long. Like the off season won't feel as long. Like
Yeah.
the off season always feels like, damn, we got a long time to wait for the WNBA to come back. But
Yeah.
with the way this off season is shaping up, with them just opting out of the CBA, it's gonna be a lot going on with all that. You still got Unrivaled, you got AU, got women's college basketball, so there's gonna be a ton of stuff to keep you occupied until the WNBA season is back.
Oh yeah. All right. Quick question. What do you feel like? And we can get out of here. What do you feel about the outfit choices of last night between not Asia. Whoa, between Angel Reese and Cheryl. Not Cheryl. And look, why am I mixing names up?
Teresa
Angel
Witherspoon.
Reese. No, not Teresa Witherspoon. Angel Reese and Kathy Engelbert.
Injuries, I mean, she's just showing love to both players. She probably didn't want to seem biased towards one or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes some kind of sense. It
The
was
W is a symbol of different
definitely,
sorts.
definitely wasn't really like something I was expecting to see because I've never seen her really interact with Fee or Stewie. So her wearing both of their jerseys was a little did throw me off a little bit, but at the same time, she's just showing love.
Yeah.
As for Kathy Engelbert,
New York skyline dress, man.
she also, I mean, she tried to buy. She tried to be one of the owners for the Liberty at one point. So
mm.
that shit don't really surprise me.
I mean, league offices are in New York, right?
I have no clue. Probably.
I know NBA league offices in New York, so I would imagine WNBA league
Yeah,
offices
it probably
in
is
New
then.
York. Yeah.
I feel like that, yeah, because when they do the draft, that's where they go through all that. So yeah, it is in New York. So I mean,
New York
I'm not about to.
skyline dress is crazy.
I'm not about to get back into it because I mean, she didn't even try to hide the shit. So it is what it is. She is a New York super fan apparently. She probably gonna go hire the umpires for the Yankees and Dodgers series.
You said she gonna hide the umpires.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she's that big of a New Yorker.
Hmm. Got
Super
it.
fan.
All right. Well, hey, guess what? We're back right back here again tomorrow because basketball don't stop. So we got a crazy NBA season ahead of us. Got a good NBA episode for y'all, bright and
It's a
early,
parade inside my
12
city. Yeah.
p.m. It's gonna be paraded in my second city this Thursday now. Yeah, you threw that one off the glass. I'm sorry. You lobbed that one up off the glass perfectly. To my New York homies, celebrating Thursday, celebrate responsibly. They having a not parade, but a celebration in both Manhattan and Brooklyn. That's tough. Tariq is not. Anyways, man, join us tomorrow during lunchtime, 12 p.m. Right back here on Most Pussy Media. We'll be having our NBA season preview show. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Hoodie and the Headband podcast show. Thank you to the W for the season that they gave on us again. Another good season in the books. And yeah, catch y'all tomorrow.
Appreciate y'all.